The Last Kingdom came to its end this March, with its 5th season being its last. The show was loved by many, and so was its cast. Do you want to know who are the real-life partners of the cast of your favorite show? Well then, you're at the right place, as we're here with all the details for you. So let's get started. Number 1. Eysteinn Sigurðsson as Sigtryggur. When he was cast on the show, Eysteinn was worried that he would not look convincing on screen in fight scenes. On the screen, it might look like Eystein's a pro at fighting with the weapons, but he revealed in an interview that when he had to learn fight choreography, he was screaming inside. He said that when they first told him about the fight scenes that he was supposed to do, he thought to himself that I'm never going to be able to do this. But weeks of training with stunt professionals before actually shooting the scenes helped him gain confidence. He was very impressed by the stuntmen. Talking about the stuntmen, Eysteinn said that they are like badasses when the camera's rolling, and when the director yells cut, they are like the sweetest guys ever. There have been rumors that Eysteinn and his co-star from the show, Ruby Hartley, got romantically involved with each other on the sets of the show, but there's no truth to these rumors because Eysteinn got married to actress Salome Gunnarsdóttir, who is known for her role in Nightfall. The two met at the Iceland University of Arts and have been together since then. Number 2. Emily Cox as Brida. Emily Cox grew up in Vienna, and that's why she can be seen in many German and Austrian television projects. She was also featured in the 5th season of Homeland as Claudia. Emily Cox loved being a part of The Last Kingdom because she was a huge fan of the way the show handled the historical reality of the Viking era. Brida is one of the strongest female characters on the show, and this is why Emily loved playing the fierce fighter. Emily is also said to be the best horse rider in the show. Emily is, however, very private about her personal life. All we know is that according to celeb couples, she's had one relationship before, but she's not dating anyone right now and is living a single life happily. Number 3. Timothy Innes as Edward. Timothy started his career on the stage, but he moved to British television and films when he turned 17. He's been a part of shows like The Favourite and Doctors. His role in the series titled Harlots brought him a lot of fame, and when he got the role of Edward on the show, he started getting a lot of praise from the public and his fellow co-stars. Even Alexander Dreymon was impressed by Timothy's performance on the show. Just like Emily Cox, Timothy also does not like to share details about his private life with the public. All we know about his personal life is that his brother Joe is in a band called The Cavalcade, and that he's a professional singer and songwriter. Number 4. Ruby Hartley as Tiora. Ruby was not a fan of The Last Kingdom until she auditioned for it, where her family was aware of the popularity of the show. Her brother told her how famous the show was, and her grandfather went to an extent of making a book for her with all the information about Tiora, as he had read the Saxon stories and was a huge fan of the books. Joining the cast was intimidating for her, as she was working with such big names. Ruby revealed that Alexander Dreymon was a breeze to work with because he always looked out for her. As we told you earlier, that due to the on-screen chemistry between the two, fans suspected that there was something going on between Eysteinn and Ruby, but it was not true. Ruby is currently single, and there's no information available about her relationships. Number 5. Alexander Dreymon as Uhtred. Alexander wanted to become an actor since his childhood. Before The Last Kingdom, Alexander was mostly known for playing Luke Ramsey on American Horror Story Coven, but his role on The Last Kingdom became his real breakthrough. Alexander also directed one of the episodes of the show. Alexander talked about his relationships in an interview and said that most of his girlfriends had been French because he grew up for quite a while in France. Alexander was dating Greek actress Tonia Soteropoulou in the past, who's known for her role as the Bond girl in Skyfall. This relationship ended in 2012, and Alexander has kept his relationships private since then. Click on one of the 4 videos on your screen right now, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.